Alright, let's take a deep breath and break this down step by step, because the way this story has been unfolding online is like a giant web that keeps getting more tangled every day. Social media has turned what could have been a small personal situation into a full-blown spectacle, and it feels like no one can stop watching it. Fans, trolls, and casual observers are all glued to every post, every video, every caption, and every story, dissecting each detail like it holds the key to the whole narrative. At the heart of all this is the question that keeps coming up. Are Remy Ma and Papoose quietly finding their way back to each other? And if they are, could that be the reason Claressa Shields has been so active, defensive, and sometimes erratic online lately? When we talk about this, we have to understand how quickly online attention can grow. Something small, a Snapchat post, a picture, a comment, can turn into days of speculation and debates. And right now, every move by Claressa, every subtle hint from Remy, and
my husband's like, you know what? You're really pretty. So I'm like, what? Typical Bronx chick, right? What? He like, nah, like, you need to work on your attitude. So I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean work on my attitude? He's like, your attitude blocks your beauty. He's like, when you're being mean and nasty and your attitude is how your attitude is.
Every mention of Papoose is being watched with a magnifying glass. People are reading meaning into moments that might have nothing to do with the larger story. But when a situation involves relationships, loyalty, and reputation, small things always feel huge. That's exactly what's happening here. At the center of this whirlwind is the triangle itself. It's messy, complicated, and messy again. Whenever a situation involves someone married, another person interested, and a public figure stepping into the mix, chaos usually follows. Relationships don't stay private very long when people are paying attention. Add social media into the equation, and suddenly even minor interactions become proof of something bigger. Fans, gossip pages, and casual viewers all feel like they have the right to weigh in, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Claressa Shields drew the most attention recently after she returned to social media. She had been mostly quiet for a while following an incident that embarrassed her online. People remember that moment. She had called into a podcast, pretending to be someone else, and it didn't go unnoticed. Instead of pulling it off, the ruse was quickly exposed, and she vanished from public view for a little while. But then she returned, posting snaps and videos like nothing had happened. And as soon as she reappeared, the speculation started again. One of the posts that really got people talking was a video.
None of that was true, man. None of it. All of that was fugazi. I come from a big family. Like, if you really follow me and you're not just around for the gossip, you see my daughter, you see my sisters, you see my mother, you see so many beautiful women in my life who love me to death. You know what I mean? Not only because I was there for them when they need me, I fought all their battles.
From the gym, showing Papoose training and helping her. To some viewers, this looked like more than just a training session. They read it as a possible hint that there was still a connection, or maybe even a rekindled closeness between Claressa and Papoose. Others argued it could have been completely innocent, just a man helping a friend train. But timing always matters in situations like this. The video appeared when people were already paying close attention, and the internet does what it does best. It turned that one small clip into a full-blown narrative. Even before the gym video, Claressa had shared a simple post, a picture of food. On its own, nothing about that post was extraordinary. But when people are looking for meaning, even the smallest gestures become suspicious. Some fans joked and guessed at hidden messages. Some treated it as proof of a developing story. Social media thrives on that kind of speculation. Every small detail starts to feel like a clue. And once that happens, it's hard to separate fact from assumption. Claressa didn't stop there. She went on what many describe as a defensive rant, talking about haters, fake stories, and people twisting her words. She tried to appear calm and above the drama, but the more she spoke, the more it seemed like she was reacting to the very comments she claimed to ignore. She made it clear that negativity would not be tolerated on her page, and she would block anyone who crossed a line. In her mind, this was about creating a protected space where she could be herself without interference. But here's the problem. Once a story gets traction online, it does
brick wall, but when you're being nice, it's like a brick wall is removed and I can see all your beauty. Like, bruh, all you have to do is say I look cute today. Like, you didn't have to do all that. You didn't have to make this whole philosophy, okay? Say I look cute this morning. Just say I'm glowing this morning, okay? I scrub my face, it's nice and shiny, it's clean. Just say that, alright?
Doesn't stay contained to a single platform or post. People discuss it in comment sections, group chats, video reactions, and even private messages. Attempts to stop the conversation are almost always futile because the moment is already in motion. Fans and critics alike were waiting for concrete proof, such as finalized paperwork showing a divorce between Remy Ma and Papoose. Until then, every post, comment, or story from any of the parties involved was scrutinized, dissected, and sometimes misinterpreted. That's when Remy Ma stepped back into the spotlight. A video appeared on her official YouTube channel, and even though it wasn't clear whether it was a new recording or older footage, the timing felt strategic. YouTube gives videos a wide audience, and this channel has hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Fans immediately noticed the upload. In the video, Remy Ma talked about her husband telling her she's beautiful, joking with her, and offering guidance on small things. The tone of the video was warm, relaxed, and confident. Someone comfortable in a relationship, grounded and secure. For viewers, that energy was significant. Remy has always been known for her self-confidence, natural beauty, and unapologetic authenticity. Posting a video where she was clearly comfortable with Papoose, talking about his support, made many wonder if their bond had been quietly repaired. Parts of the video hinted it might have been recorded earlier. She mentioned family events and trips that seemed to predate the upload, but the decision to post it during the current wave of attention seemed intentional. Some interpreted it as a message not only to the public but also to Claressa, subtly showing that the connection with Papoose wasn't something to ignore. Meanwhile, Claressa's posts were coming across as more defensive to many viewers. She made statements about living her best life, not tolerating slander, and protecting her own space online. To some, that looked like confidence. To others, it seemed like an attempt to control a narrative that was already moving too fast to manage. The contrast between Remy's calm, understated energy and Claressa's more direct, reactive posts became a point of discussion. Adding to the complexity is the history between the two women. Claressa and Remy hadn't always been distant or adversarial. At one point, Claressa had reached out to Remy for advice, for support, and even to build a friendly connection. Now, seeing them on opposing sides in a situation involving the same man, fans found it ironic and tense. It's not just a story about romantic rivalry. It's a story layered with past interactions, perceived loyalty, and personal ambition. Throughout all of this, Papoose remained mostly silent, letting the story unfold around him. People speculated about his actions, where he was, and what he was doing, even though he wasn't confirming or denying anything. Some noted he had never fully walked away from Remy, pointing to family interactions and shared moments. Others argued he was trying to focus on new chapters, but kept being pulled back by Claressa's presence and the ongoing public attention. What makes this especially frustrating for viewers is that Claressa's professional achievements are being overshadowed. She's a world-class athlete with discipline, skill, and a remarkable career in boxing. Yet online, the conversation...
I don't just do it for the person that I'm with. I do this for my children. Like I've had to put hands on my daughter's boyfriends to protect them. I'm being honest. I'm a protector, bro, and a provider. So anything outside of that, it doesn't go with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's very impossible. My grandmother has 17 kids, man. So I got over 90 cousins, a very big family, and my family looked to me for those things. You know what I'm saying? As a provider and a supporter and all of that. So it's hard to put that on. So it's like it does.
Shifted away from her successes and toward her personal life. Many fans expressed frustration, wishing the focus would return to her career accomplishments rather than her interactions with a married man. On the other hand, Remy appeared to be in control of her own narrative. By posting selectively and allowing her natural energy to speak for itself, she seemed to be quietly guiding how the story was interpreted. That subtlety created an aura of confidence, showing the difference between reacting publicly to drama and letting actions speak louder than words. The story has become less about the private reality and more about the perception of each person's life online. Every post, every story, every caption adds another layer for people to analyze. Some see it as pure entertainment. Others see it as a warning about how easily personal matters can become public debate fodder. Ultimately, no one outside Remy, Papoose, and Claressa can know the full truth. Social media only provides fragments, and every interpretation is filtered through opinion. Fans have taken sides, speculated wildly, and waited for the next update to piece together what might be happening. Until someone gives a clear, direct account, rumors, interpretations, and guesses will continue to dominate the conversation. The main question remains: are Remy and Papoose quietly rebuilding their relationship, or is Remy intentionally posting content to provoke Claressa and watch reactions unfold? Will Claressa eventually step back, refocus on her career, and ignore the internet noise, or will she continue engaging in a cycle of defensive posts and public reactions? Every move, every upload, every caption continues to feed this unfolding story. Fans are watching, comments are piling up, and speculation is non-stop. And as with all internet drama, the next chapter is always just one post, one video, or one story away. Until then, this narrative will continue to grow, morph, and captivate anyone following along. Because in the world of social media, small details often become big stories. At the end of the day, this isn't just about relationships. It's about timing, perception, and control over narrative. It's about how each person chooses to present themselves and how the world interprets it. And right now, every single post from Claressa, Remy, or Papoose is being treated as a signal, a statement, or even a warning. People are reading between lines, connecting dots, and filling in gaps with their own assumptions. This story shows just how fast small actions can spiral into public drama when emotions, pride, and ego are all involved. Claressa is caught in a storm she didn't fully create but is navigating nonetheless. Remy Ma, whether intentionally or not, is demonstrating control and calm. Papoose is the pivot point between them, influencing perception even in his silence. What makes it even more intense is how layered it all is. It's not just about two women competing for attention. It's about past friendships, loyalty, marriage, career ambitions, and personal identity. Every comment, post, and reaction contributes to a narrative that is bigger than any one person's intent. The internet is the lens, and it magnifies everything. So as this story continues to unfold, people will keep watching every movement, analyzing every post, and debating every interpretation. Some will see this as pure entertainment, some as a cautionary tale, and some as a study of human behavior under pressure. For now, the audience is fully invested, waiting for someone to speak clearly, or for actions that make everything undeniable. Until then, the story remains alive, active, and impossible to ignore. Whether Remy Ma and Papoose are secretly reconnecting, or whether Remy is simply navigating public perception, one thing is certain: Claressa Shield's social media activity is inseparable from this unfolding drama. The triangle continues, attention remains high, and online conversation is relentless. Fans, critics, and casual viewers all have their say, and the narrative grows by the minute. No one can predict how this will end, but one thing is sure. In the world of internet drama, patience doesn't always pay off. Every post can shift perception, every story can change understanding, and every caption can spark the next wave of discussion. The story is alive, and for everyone following, the next moment could redefine everything we think we know.